Hi, I'm Tom Richardson for Boating Local, and I'm here at the New England Boat Show with Tim Shields. Tim is the Director of Customer Service at MacDougals Marine Services, Cape Cod Marine Services in Falmouth on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. MacDougals is an authorized dealer of the Seakeeper Gryro stabilizer. Tim, tell us a little bit about the Seakeeper Gryro and what it does.
Tom, Seakeeper Gryro is the most innovative product on the market right now to reduce boat roll. On average, it reduces boat roll 50 to 60%, we found. In some boats, up to 80%.
No kidding, yeah.
It's a pretty compact unit. They have two sizes. This is the smaller size. This would be good for boats, say 35 up to about 70 feet, depending on the gross tonnage of the boat. It's phenomenal. It runs off the generator. It weighs about 1,000 pounds. It takes about a half hour to 45 minutes to spool up to about 10,000 RPM. So there's a flywheel in here that spins at a high revolution. And as the boat rolls, it precesses back and forth. In fact, we have a great display over here, which... Tom, the first thing I'd like to show you is with the gyro off. If you notice, if I push down on the gunnel of the boat and let go, you'll see that there's a long rocking period. Now that I turn the gyro on, and you should note that gyros take a little bit of time to spool up. On average, it takes about 40 minutes for the gyro to spool up. We don't find that that's a problem. Generally, you get on your boat, you start your generator, you start your engines, you prepare to leave the dock, and by the time you're leaving the inlet, the gyro is spooled up. But now you can see that the gyro is spinning, and I push down on the rail of the boat, and it flattens out almost immediately. The neat thing about Seakeeper gyros is that they have a hydraulic brake system so that when the gyro precesses back and forth, it will not hit the cage that it sits in. And if I get the sea state going quite a bit here, with some wave action, you'll notice that the boat will just remain flat, level.
Pretty remarkable, Tim.
I think it's really going to change boating, Tom, as we know it, much like the GPS changed boating.
Tim, how much would something like this cost, the small version?
The small version on average is about $70,000 for the unit itself, and we found that typical installations run about $20,000 to $30,000.
Right.
It generally goes aft of midship, center line on the boat, usually between the motors.
Now you went on a demo down in Florida recently, right? And tell us a little bit about that.
That's correct. At the Miami Boat Show, we brought some customers down to go out on the Seakeeper demo boat, and which is a 43-foot Viking. We went out through government cut in large seas. We were actually stuffing the bow pulpit a couple times on this Viking. We went out, we went beam to the sea. With the gyro off, I could not stand in the flybridge of this Viking.
Right.
I was amazed that when they turned it on, I was able to stand, and I didn't even have to hold on.
No kidding.
The other benefit, I think, to the captain is when we came in through the cut in the following sea, with the gyro off, the boat naturally was wandering all over in terms of tracking. With the gyro on, very little tracking, very little correction by the captain to keep the boat safe.
So it's good for, you know, when you're running too.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the most impressive thing about this Seakeeper system, as opposed to traditional external fins, is that it works at rest. It works at low speed, which traditional fins do not. Traditional fins are a phenomenal product, but they don't work at those low speeds and rest.
Right. Well, I guess that could also help in terms of someone who's a little prone to seasickness as well, right?
Absolutely. Seasickness, it's very comfortable if you're on a mooring at night and are trying to sleep and the sea comes up. Also, fishermen are very attracted to this product.
Sure.
Our canyon fishermen run on average 100 miles each way to the canyons, and they often drift all night. That can be very uncomfortable night if you've ever done it before.
I've been there, done that. Well, Tim, thanks a lot for telling us a little bit about the remarkable Seakeeper Gryro, and good luck at the show.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.